What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Quality Content here, and welcome back to another episode of Is It Over Yet?
We got a goodie.
I'm your host, as always, I'm your host, James Ware, and this is my co-host, Jack Kachkowski. Today we watched the 2015 horror movie Treehouse. This was released in 2015 by Michael G. something.
It's Bartlett.
He
Michael G. Bartlett.
He also directed such
Zombie
movies
Diaries.
as the Zombie
1
Diaries
and 2.
as well as Timeless, which I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
We might review Zombie Diaries 1 and 2 if we can find them.
On
if
Prime
not,
Video.
then we'll just have to wait.
Yeah. So basically, Treehouse is about a treehouse, and it's about shadow people and something. But let's just...
Okay, so if you don't know, if this is your first time on this show,
yeah,
you will have to know that we have these segments where the intro, where we just played, then we do a brief explanation of the plot. We do a brief explanation of the plot of the movie, and then at the end we rate it out of 10?
Out of 5 for each of us?
Oh yeah, 5 for each of us, and then we combine them to see the final score.
5 is bad.
5 is the worst.
Yeah.
1 is good.
Yes.
So out of 10, then we combine the scores together to create 1 out of 10. 10 equals the worst.
And 2, which is the lowest score.
1. No, 1 is the lowest score.
No, we have to put...
Oh yeah, 2 is the lowest score we can get. Is the worst they can be.
No, 10 is the worst.
No, what?
10 is
oh yeah, 10 is the worst.
Reversed.
2 is the best it can be.
Yes.
I have terrible memory.
It's okay. We all do. We're both dumb. It's okay. So basically, we just watched this movie a couple minutes ago. We finished it up. I was very disappointed. The ending is literally the worst thing you could possibly expect.
Good.
Yeah.
So you know those endings where, so you know those endings where it leaves you so disappointed? It's basically like that.
Except worse.
Okay, so on to the brief summary of the film.
Unlike The Rake, this is not a hit.
This is not a hit. The Rake was...
So basically, this movie
the greatest movie ever made.
This movie starts off with
a young girl named... a teenager named Elizabeth.
We haven't found that out yet, but...
Coming home... No, they do say the name in the movie.
Yeah, they do.
She arrives home only to find it completely ransacked, and her little brother... Little Bob is
missing.
So she decides there's a really clever scene, which brought my hopes up, and then ultimately
immediately
exploded.
crashed. This movie brought your hopes up in the beginning, and then immediately crashed into the ground. Yeah,
it doesn't do that well. So there's a smart scene where she thinks the people might still be in the house, the criminals might still be in the house, so she takes off her slippers so she can make less noise when she's looking around. I was like, oh, that's an actual smart decision.
But then she goes down the stairs, and then she
announces her presence, saying, "Lil Bob,
Lil Bob, where are you?
Are you here?
Yeah, she has a shotty.
Lil Bob, are you here?
She has a shotty, by the way.
Yeah, she has a shotgun. So then she looks outside to find this shadow person
in the forest.
The explanation on the movie, we have it right over here, says, after chasing...
it turned off. Turn off.
My God, it just turned off. Jesus.
Just when we needed it, too.
Just what we needed.
Oh, wait.
So anyways,
okay, it doesn't matter.
As we're explaining, so she finds this shadow person in the woods. So she thinks that was the person who stole her brother. So she starts running into the forest.
She runs, and then she steps on
she steps on glass because she's still barefoot.
Yeah.
She wasn't smart enough to put on shoes.
Shoes are for smart people.
Yeah. So then
this movie low because people are dumb.
It just shows her running in the woods, and then the actual plot starts. So it takes place about these two brothers.
We got
Killian
and Crawford.
Crawford, yeah.
Crawford and Killian. Crawford is the bigger one, and Killian
is the older brother, and Killian is the smaller one. You might know that he does look like Martin Freeman. He looks like Martin Freeman.
This is actually a movie that got him recognized for The Hobbit, yeah.
It's back.
It doesn't matter.
It's back.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway, we'll explain this at the end. Yeah. So, I'm just going to call him, Killian. Yeah, I'm just going to call him Killian. I was going to call him Martin Freeman, but no.
Killian.
Okay, so Killian is getting bullied at school by these 3 bullies that show up never in the movie.
They only show up in the beginning.
They're just like the stereotypical high school bully.
Right.
Calling you mean names and basically punching you in the face.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. So the brothers go home, talk with their aunt, and then they decide, okay, we're gonna light fireworks in the woods
forest tonight for some reason. That's dumb.
I don't know why. We weren't paying much attention.
We were.
So,
I was, and you were like, you're doing something else. Okay, I'm gonna explain the next part. So basically, Crawford and Killian go on Crawford's motocross bike, and they ride.
Sorry, I sneezed.
It's okay. They ride out to the woods, and they ignite some fireworks.
I look like I'm crying. Oh my god.
And then
The movie was so bad.
also in the beginning, also the tagline for this movie, completely unrelated. We loved it so much.
No kids allowed. No kids allowed.
It's like Treehouse. Treehouse. No kids allowed. That was actually the only reason that we watched this movie in the first place.
Because the title, so bad. Also, the treehouse doesn't appear until 30 minutes into the movie, and they don't even spend much time there.
Okay, so basically, while we're lighting up these fireworks, the big firework lights up a treehouse in this big tree, and then the brother says this, "Yo, is that a treehouse?"
It must be like 40 to 50 meters in the air.
Yeah, and
40 to 50
isn't that a little?
meters.
How tall is that tree? How tall? So
They
climb
enter
the
treehouse and find the girl from the beginning of the movie.
They find Elizabeth.
And they say, and then the acting, Crawford's acting is terrible.
Terrible.
Like he finds the girl and goes, "Excuse me, are you okay?
Excuse me."
Do you
she
need
gives
help?
Her a beer. She gives her a beer.
What happened?"
Yeah. So she's like, "Yo, I got this." She gives her a beer.
Yeah, basic. I thought that was just some soda that they
I
had
thought
in
it
the
was
pocket.
it was probably a beer.
Yeah, and this kid, Killian, he has the most weirdest stuff in his pocket. Like he literally pulls out a condom and some candles. Candles.
This man got
Who carries candles in their pocket?
This man is a guru.
This man
He
brings
either got
candles just for this really bad joke.
He either got nothing or he got the entire set.
Later, this is just for some bad joke later in the movie where they're hanging out in the treehouse and they're looking through his stuff to find some food or something. But they find a condom and candles. They're like, "Oh, you brought a condom with you?
That's
Real smooth, man. Real smooth."
Okay. So basically, they find this girl, right?
They find Elizabeth. And then they're like, "Okay, let's call the cops."
Let's leave her.
So they're contemplating who should leave to go get the cops.
So
then Crawford ends up leaving.
Yeah.
So then they end up I forget what happens. I wasn't paying much attention.
So basically, I was.
Okay,
I'm very serious about these matters.
These matters are very
So
important.
basically, I'm Monkey. Okay.
That was dead. That's super dead.
Doesn't matter. So basically,
dead for a couple months.
Crawford leaves on his little motorcycle, and then and then something happens in the the treetops, the tree house, as you will.
There's
like a house in the tree.
3 shadow people.
No,
that
they only see one.
attacking
They only
them.
see one.
Oh yeah, they only see one.
So Killian looks up. He's like, "What? Where is it? What?" And then he sees the shadow person. He's crying.
So then they hide.
What's up, guys?
So then they hide the next to the doorway, so that way they can't see them. But then they left this walkie-talkie
in the middle, and then someone just is like, "Yo, Killian, y'all want some help? Yo, Crawford, you."
Yeah, so it turns out it was Crawford's girlfriends.
No, I think it's girlfriend.
No, there's 3 people.
Well, I thought it was
so there's 3
standing them up.
Yeah, there's it's girlfriends or something. I'm not sure, but they end up they're doing lighting fireworks, the same thing. So they end up alerting the shadow people
So then
to
the
their
shadow
location.
people.
So then this is all filmed like Killian's point of view from the walkie-talkie, where that classic people die over the comms cliche.
So they all die. Basically.
Yeah. So all the girlfriends die.
And then
it's just
before we die, They apparently go to where Crawford's bike was parked, and he's like, "Yo, man, is the bike still there?" And she's like, "Nah." So he could have escaped, or he got taken.
Yeah, he could have escaped. So,
but he didn't escape because later in the movie we find out that he didn't escape. He has
no. Shh.
Okay.
You have to get to that part.
Okay, we'll get to that part.
So, anyways, they end up like staying in the treehouse for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's super boring. It's a tiny treehouse.
Well,
they're just like talking about like who these people are and stuff, and then like they're like they walked outside for a little bit because it was like broad daylight, and then the shadow people started.
You missed a part. You missed a part.
What part?
You missed a part.
There's nothing to miss.
You were on your iPad the entire time. So basically, what happened between what he was saying, what we started off, and what he was saying before, they didn't get out of the treehouse yet. They were just. So he's like, they see smoke. They see smoke coming out from a rooftop.
Oh yeah, they see smoke.
So they're like,
so
yo, the only way
it.
you could see that is if you climbed up to the top of the tree, off the tree house. So then Killian climbs up the tree, and he's climbing, and he looks up.
And what does he see? The mangled, no, not mangled, just the corpse of
Little Bob.
Little Bob.
Little Bob.
They killed a child in this one. It was off screen, so don't get your hopes up.
Doesn't matter.
Sick people.
There's no gore.
There's no gore in this, you sick
Besides
people.
the CGI blood effect.
That was terrible. They used the same one for all three. Okay, so, anyways.
So then, they wait another night. No, at night, instead of the daytime, which is kind of stupid because shadow people kind of need the shadows.
No, they're shadow people. They're not actually shadow people.
I know.
They're just some crazy
I'm
family.
keeping it up for the audience.
They're just some crazy family.
Shut up. You get to this part.
No.
So basically, they leave the treehouse. They climb down out of the 40 to 50 meter high treehouse.
Yeah.
And they walk.
So then they
walk until nighttime. They walk until nighttime.
No, they walk until daytime.
No,
they
went
at night.
They went at night, yeah.
And then they walk till daytime. They end up following where the smoke is, and then they find this house.
No, wait. Something happened in between that.
No, nothing
Yeah?
happened in between.
Yeah.